Hey Cancer, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I'm Eve. We're going to get you a message about darkness. We're going to look at three things. We're going to look at a darkness that you take in or absorb. And we're going to look at a darkness that you give out. And then a darkness that is in transition. Cancer, darkness. Alright, so what are you absorbing here? Alright, so we have the Four of Pentacles, and, sometimes there's a little bit of greediness to the Four of Pentacles, but, I think there's something more than just that. It's about it's about holding on. Like, people holding on to things. So what exactly are you absorbing here? It's almost like you are like absorbing almost like an addiction or something. That's weird. Like an addiction of someone else. The thing is though, it's like there's like the person holding on to the pentacle, they're all red. So I want to say it's like something that might make you a little bit angry. Like you shouldn't have to absorb it. As if it's like like a circumstance, or the aftermath. Like you shouldn't have to like absorb someone else's consequences or something like that. Well, we have the Six of Cups. I feel like that can go a couple different ways. It could be something that has been going a long time, like since the way past. Or it could just be you wishing of a simpler time. Either way, Six of Cups is usually that nostalgic kind of back in the day remembrance, that kind of thing. Sun. Well, maybe back in the day, there was a time when you were a lot happier when you didn't have to absorb all that garbage. Someone else's consequences, or someone else's greediness or addiction, or something like that. Justice. Well, I do like this, although I do not like the fact that there's a tear dripping. That's an unnecessary sadness that I want to say is part of the package. So the darkness that you're taking in right now is some kind of consequence of someone else's actions, but you're absorbing it as if it belonged to you, and it doesn't. And not only is there anger about it, but there's sadness as well. When all the while you really kind of just wish things were simpler and you were happier. So what darkness are you putting out there? Six of Wands. False praise. This is false praise. This is like giving everyone that attaboy and encouragement and all that stuff. But really, I mean, is it really coming from your heart? I don't know. Seems like something false about it. I mean, like at first glance, like celebrating other people or, um, what's another word for it? Encouraging people and, supporting people. It doesn't seem dark at all. Like what's so shadowy about that? Well, if you're doing it to your own detriment, that's what's shadowy about that. There's this thing with cancer that pops up probably about maybe 3 times a year, and it's about like reciprocity. Like, are you getting back what you're putting into things? Or I mean, it could be the opposite. Are you giving as much as you're receiving? It's that kind of question here. But with the Six of Wands, it seems as if you are supporting more than you are receiving support, and that is to your detriment. Ooh, okay, and you got a little got a little mouth on you too. So we have Queen of Swords, and she has been coming across as this someone with a mouth that has words that bite, like a very words that slice, okay? A little bit on the cold and harsh. Lashing out perhaps. And then we have the Ace of Cups, and then professing your love. Which is it? I mean, do you really have like slicing words for someone, or do you have loving words? Seems like you've got both here. Like, what's the true situation? And it's about someone you're close to. We have the Two of Cups. Or some kind of relationship dynamic that you have where it seems as if it's a love-hate relationship. Like it's bittersweet. And in this relationship, you are lifting more. It's almost like you're lifting them more up, like than they're helping you, or something like that. So let's look at what's this one? The darkness. Oh, that's in transition. So this placement here, it's basically going to be some form of darkness or shadow that is either getting darker or getting lighter or changing in some way. It's in transition. Ooh, Five of Swords. This looks a little daunting, doesn't it? The image in the card, it kind of reminds me of like an infernal. Like an infernal who doesn't take any shit and like is here to get a job done and go about their way or something. But they have a striking presence though. And it's weird that it's not like a king or even a knight or something, right? But it's the Five of Swords. There's winners and there's losers. I feel like this is related to this up here. So you have control over whether this goes downhill, whether this situation gets worse, or this situation improves. But there's really no there's no escape. Like, I don't want to say there's no escaping it. I mean, like, do you want to help yourself or not? Is what this card is saying. Do you wanna win this battle? Do you wanna lose it? I mean, what are you gonna do? Because whatever you decide, you need to stick with it and do it. This feels very tough love. Very, very tough love, but very powerful. But there's like, whoever doesn't win, whatever this little Five of Swords battle is probably gonna get their feelings hurt. But you know what? Sometimes that happens. So, I don't know. But yeah, it does. It definitely feels tough, like a tough love situation. It's easy for me to say because I'm not in that situation, but it's not pleasant. But I mean, you've got some help if you need it. Just saying. Alright. Two of Spheres. Take it on a little bit too much. Two. That's two of them. The Star. And the Eight of Cups. Yeah. This is about what you choose to walk away from. You are juggling things here, Cancer, and neglecting your own wishes, your own desires, your own hopes and dreams. And it's time for you to part ways with what's really jacking you up here. So if anything, at least take a serious look at what this might be. Because it seems as if there is something very heavy that can be lightened up a little bit, but you have to make a choice. You have to want it. Alright, so Cancer, this is your message. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.